Hello guys, welcome to this tutorial. So far we have covered the function concept in JavaScript. Now in this tutorial we are going to talk about anonymous functions. Okay, before you jump into this, please make sure you have already subscribed to my channel and also that you have watched the previous video that is on function, okay, in JavaScript before we jump into this, because here we are just going to explain the anonymous functions concept in JavaScript and how is that helpful. Okay, now an anonymous function, okay, is a function that was declared without any name, okay, identified to refer to it. As such, an anonymous function is usually not accessible after its initial creation. Okay, here we have a normal function. All right, we have a normal function as we saw. So we can have something like function hello. Remember, we have the hello and this, and then you can alert. You can even alert. Remember how to use the alert function just to print the to pop up something, okay, on the browser. Hello world. So that's the normal function, alright? And then you can just call it like this, okay? Hello, like this, alright? Let's go ahead and see what it shows in our browser. You see here we have hello world, so that is it. So now anonymous function, something like this var, you can just call it anonym equals to function, then the same content. Okay, you can just put this content here like this, right? So that is it. This one is an anonymous function. Again, let's explain what's happening. Okay, one common use for anonymous functions, okay, is an argument to other functions. So other common use is as a closure. We are going to talk about closures a little bit later in this course, okay? So use as argument to another functions. That's what we say that anonymous function can help us to achieve that. So we can, let us see, we can have something like this, okay? Let's try to make use with it and see how it works, right? We can have the set interval, set timeout, right? JavaScript of the function, okay? This one is a built-in function. We can then have this set timeout. As you can see there, we say that it have set timeout handler, which is the timer handler, and then the timeout in number. This timer handler is actually a function, an anonymous function without a name, okay? So we put something like function, all right, and then the body of the function, comma, and then the time, because we're actually setting the time out, okay? You can just put something like 5 seconds, alright? We put here a millisecond. This one is 5,000 milliseconds, right? And then the body, what should be in the body? You can just put execute the alert or the document. Let me just put the document so that you can have something visual, okay? So as I said, this set timeout is actually a JavaScript built-in function. I'm not the one who created this function, right? Now this set timeout takes two arguments. First, the function to be executed after some time has expired, okay? Let's go ahead and try to see that in our browser. Let's just wait for some seconds and then we are going to see. You see here we have the hello world after 5 seconds, okay? That's how the set timeout works. And remember that we used the anonymous function, this function without the name, which actually execute this, okay? So that's how the set timeout function actually works, right? So that's how we can use it. So we say that we can also use anonymous function as a closure, but we are going to talk a bit about closure later in this course. But let me just show you something. We can have something like this function, okay, with parameters, parentheses like this, and then something like this, right? And then parentheses again, something like this. So this one is a closure. The concept may be very strange to you, but we are going to cover the closure in one of the upcoming tutorial, right? So now this function, let's go ahead and see what it shows. You see here we have directly the hello world. Remember that when you declare a function, you must call it before it executes itself, right? But here it's not called this function. Of course, the function does not even have a name. That's what we call a closure. It auto executes itself, right? That's what we call auto invoked function, right? They execute themselves without any call or okay. So the surrounding parentheses are a wrapper for the anonymous function. This surrounding parenthesis, this one, okay. The trailing parenthesis initiates a call to a function and can contain argument. This one, okay. If you have any arguments to pass to the function, let me just say who, okay, and then I can just say hello plus who, alright, something like this, okay. Let's go ahead and try, or let's just put some space to be more clear, okay, like this. So we can actually pass the who here, alright. But this, okay, I mean sorry, the parenthesis here is for the argument as we saw, and then we're actually passing now as we are calling, remember. So let's go ahead and see. You see here we have hello drill, okay. I hope you're actually understanding what is going on. So we have the function without the name called a closure or anonymous function. That's one use of anonymous function called a closure that takes an argument called who and then print hello plus the argument. That argument is directly passed here and the function is auto executes itself, okay. So that's how the anonymous function actually works, right? But as I said, we are going to cover the concept of anonymous function a little bit later in this course. We have also what we call a row function. In fact, a row function expression is similar to what is another programming language is known as lambda. Okay, so as in another programming language is sometimes called lambda function. Introduced in ECMAScript 6 2016. Okay, we are going to talk about we have an entire course on ECMAScript 6, that is ES15. Okay, later on in this channel, please, so you don't miss that too. So a row function is a simplification function, okay. So let me just take to declare a function sum, for example, you can just do something like this: sum equals to, just take two numbers a and b, okay, and then do something like this, and then you can even just say a plus b. So this is an anonymous function. This is equivalent to what? To something like this: var sum. Of course, we cannot have two functions with the same name. I'm just trying to show you what's going on here. Okay, a b, and then I'll return a plus b. So this function and this are actually the same, but this one is the arrow function introduced to JavaScript 2015. Okay, arrow function. We are going to have an entire course on that modern version of JavaScript. We are going to see how the arrow function actually works and so on. Okay, so now, so those two functions are actually the same, but as you can see, the arrow function is very easy. So if you just have one expression, you can just return it like this. So this means return this directly, okay. So and that's how it is about the arrow functions. So I hope you got the point from there. Now that will be all for anonymous function. closure we are going to talk a bit about later. And arrow function, we have an entire course on the modern JavaScript specification. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys, and then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next. Bye.